Good evening. This is a video recorded in response to a question asked by Munira M on Wyzant Ask an Ask Expert. The question is, as you can see on the screen, a large rectangular movie screen in an IMAX theater has an area of 9,256 square feet. Find the dimensions of the screen if it is 15 feet longer than it is wide. So it might help to make a little picture. We know that the screen is rectangular. We know that the area is 9,256 square feet. However, we do not know the length of the sides of this rectangle. Since we have an unknown, we are going to label this unknown. So let us label x the width of the rectangle. Okay, so let x represent the width of this rectangle. Now, the key sentence here is that this rectangle is 15 feet longer than it is wide. So based on the sentence, how can we write the length of this rectangle in terms of its width, meaning in terms of x, and so please take a moment to think about this question. Again, the length of the rectangle is 15 units larger than its width. Well, if the width is x, the length should be 15 units larger than the given x, so it should be 15 more than that x. It should be x plus 15, right? So the width is x, and we're wondering what the length is. And based on the sentence that it is 15 feet longer than it is wide, the length should be the width plus 15. That is, it should be x plus 15. Okay, so now we have both the width and the length of this rectangle in terms of one unknown, x. Now, how do we relate this to the area? Recall that the area of a rectangle is simply the product of its length and its width. That is, the area of a rectangle is equal to the length of the rectangle times the width of the rectangle. And so for this particular problem, this gives us that the area should be x times x plus 15. Okay, maybe this is happening because I did not write the word area first. So the area here is x times x plus 15. Because the length here is x plus 15 and the width is x. Let's see, how much more time do I have? I will decide on the speed accordingly. Ooh. Okay. Well, so now we want the area to be equal to, what is it, 9,256. So we can expand, meaning distribute the x, multiply it into the parentheses to get x times x squared, and x times 15, which is 15x, is equal to 9,556. We can now subtract 9,256 from both sides. to get x squared plus 15x minus 9,256 is equal to 0. And at this point, you can use the quadratic equation to find the positive solution of this problem. I'm going to cheat a little bit and use a graph on Desmos. It would seem that this right here is the positive solution. So 89 would be our x, right? And to do this algebraically, you can use the quadratic equation. If you use the quadratic equation, you will get two solutions, a positive solution and a negative solution. And since we were talking about dimensions, of course, we only keep the positive solution. So the width is 89 and the length is 104. Oh, and we should pay attention to the units. The area was in square feet. So specifically, the width is 89 feet and the length is 104 feet. I hope this helps. Best of luck in the class. Thank you.